I'm Shelby, and this is my research project on multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis, or MS, is a disease that affects the brain and the spinal cord. MS is diagnosed through a history of symptoms or by a neurological exam. You can have MRIs, spinal taps, lumbar punctures, or other neurological exams to determine whether or not you have MS.
No one's sure what causes MS. It could be hereditary.
There are three categories of the symptoms of MS. The first category of symptoms is the primary. This is the demyelination process. It impairs the transmission of electrical signals to the brain, the organs, and the muscles. Treatment and medication can help keep these symptoms under control. The second category of symptoms are the secondary symptoms. These symptoms result from the primary symptoms. If the primary symptoms go untreated, you get the secondary symptoms. For example, paralysis could lead to bed sores, which is a secondary symptom. The third category of symptoms is the tertiary symptoms. These are the social, psychological, and vocational complications. There is no cure for MS, but treatment can relieve the worsening of symptoms. Okay, some of the symptoms that occur are weakness, tingling, numbness, blurred vision, muscle stiffness, muscle spasms, thinking problems, urinary problems, fatigue, dizziness, vertigo, trouble swallowing, trouble eating, speech problems. There are lots of symptoms for MS, and they vary between each person, and MS is completely unpredictable. Some drugs that help the treatment of MS are Avonex, bedacerone, copazone, noventrone, Rebif, and Tizone. They do not cure MS. They simply help you by suppressing or altering the immune system. It is theorized that the immune system actually attacks the nerves in your body, and that's what causes MS. 400,000 people in the U.S. have MS, and 2.5 people worldwide have MS. Most people are diagnosed between the ages 20 and 50. My grandma had MS. She was diagnosed around the age of 40. People started noticing difference in her tone of her voice. It kind of slowed down a little bit, and she also started to swerve off the road when she would drive. I interviewed my dad to talk to him a little bit about when his mother was diagnosed with it, and he said by the time she was about 60 years old, she was in a wheelchair full time and she couldn't get around. She still has all of her personality, but she does have a lot of trouble controlling her emotions. When she laughs a lot, and when she cries a lot.
Part of the reason I did this research project is so that you can get involved. If you want to help out and raise money for MS, you can actually walk for MS. There are over 600 walks all across the country. You walk to raise money for MS. You can also bike. The end.